Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Clearing Out Backyard Forest. Today we'll be working in the same area. We aren't going to be working too much today because it's already 6:40 something p.m. and sunset's in about an hour. We're just going to be working on that area. I'm going to be talking about how my school has been going so far. I'll be talking about other things like that, today's date, weather, things like that, future plans for the forest, and everything like that. So yeah, see you. Of course that fell over. Alright, we gotta fix that real quickly. There was a big thunderstorm yesterday, so it might be the cause of why that is all fallen over. I also didn't realize I just cleared out this area so much. Alright, not sponsored, but we ran out of supply this last year and now we have more of it, so we gotta use it. We gotta use it so that I don't get bit by bugs today, because I got bit by a bunch of bugs the other day. You can see them on my arms and everything. So, ran out of the supply earlier this year, and it was a different spray, so we'll see if this one works. That stuff always makes me sneeze when I spray it on myself. It's always, like, I don't know why. I think it's a very strong scent of it makes me sneeze. But it does work, I think. I do want to mention a couple things about the weather, first of all. I can easily tell, it's getting close to fall. It's getting very close to fall. Even though it's late August, I can tell any day now, it's just gonna flip. Like, temperatures are just gonna drop like crazy, and it's just gonna get cold soon. I'm not predicting that yet, but I can tell it's probably gonna happen any day now, because it's 65 degrees right now. Today's high was like 70. Today's low was like 54. I can just tell the temperatures are starting to get a lot lower. Just in the past 2 weeks, it's dropped from 90s to, well, considering just like about a week ago when I first started recording these videos, I mentioned how it was 102. And now, this isn't just a cold spell. In the entire 14-day forecast, it sticks in the 70s. There are like a couple days where we drop into the very, very low 80s, like 80, 81, 82. But mainly it's in the 70s. There's a day in the forecast that's stuck at 70 degrees. And which means in the forest, it's probably going to be a high of like 64, 63 degrees, which is very low. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the autumn temperatures coming. Maybe the trees haven't changed yet, but I can just feel it. The air is more crisp, there's not as much humidity at all. It just feels like an autumn day. And I don't like fall that much. I'm not looking forward to fall. I am looking forward to fall, but I'm looking forward to late fall. Late fall is when I start getting just like, ugh. Yeah, right now I'm fine with the temperature outside. I just dislike the, the chilling temperatures that happen after, like November begins, and it starts dropping into the low 40s. I am excited to see the leaves change color. That is a main thing I love about fall. Yeah, that's just the main thing I love about fall. Just the looks of fall. And I think right now this temperature isn't too bad, but I just like it compared to what I usually would prefer. It's just nice right now. It's calm, it's nice, gentle, no wind, which I like. And yeah, another thing I don't like about fall is the breeziness. Some days it's just too windy, and it gets annoying. But other than that, yeah, it's good temperature right now. And I'm actually surprised the tarp stayed in one spot from yesterday. It was very windy yesterday. I didn't record a video, but it was probably like, it wasn't like a thunderstorm. It's kind of just like heavy rain, not as much rain actually, it's more windy. But it was, yeah, like a bunch of tornadoes in Delaware and New Jersey and places like that around me. But yeah, it's kind of just was windy yesterday towards the afternoon times after I got home from school. I do want to talk about school quickly. Last episode I mentioned how I was starting school. and that was going to be on August 19th. I did skip 2 days of recording because I got home from school, fell asleep instantly because I laid down. Today's the only day I've actually not done that because I went out shopping. But other than that, yes. School isn't too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. It's kind of awkward, but one thing though that I don't know if much high schools do that I don't like at all is I have classes with people that are sophomores, this is like attracting bugs. Sophomores, juniors, seniors, I have classes with, and I don't like that. I don't have to make classes with seniors. I don't even know if I have to make classes with juniors. I'm pretty sure they're in the different school buildings. You can connect to it. There's a bridge. I had mainly classes with people that are higher graded than me, and I don't like that. The only class that there's not a single actually, I don't even think I have a class that has no one above my grade. The only class that has like almost no one above my grade is science class. There's only one 10th grader in that class. But I don't like that. I did child development class earlier this year. I don't know why. It just seemed fun because I saw the teacher, and I didn't realize I'd be getting a different teacher for child development than the one I wanted. She's kind of like my FCS teacher from middle school, and I didn't like her. She was just too energetic, too loud, everything like that. And not being anything here, I'm not promoting teen pregnancy or anything like that, but there are juniors and seniors in that class that are pregnant, and I just don't think I like that much. I thought it was kind of going to be like a 9th grade only class, and a class where I would kind of just be able to help like kids that are going to daycare and things like that, but it's really not that. It's me learning about people that take care of children, like theorists, and I don't like that. That's not what I signed up for. That's not what I was told I was going to do, and I just kind of, ugh. So I don't know if I want to do that for the whole entire year. I might ask to flip out, but I only have about a week until I can decide if I want to flip that out of the class or not. And the social studies class is way below my advancement level for social studies. Social studies is my strongest class. I'm insanely good with geography. I'm very good at history in general, and that's the only class I'm really good at. And then also maybe science, but I'm horrible at math and English. But not horrible at English as much, but I'm bad at math. I get like D's and C's and stuff for math. But yeah, it's just like stuff that I just like. Why? Like, we learned this in like 7th grade, and the teacher showed a photo of the borders between Russia and Alaska, and he mentioned the 2 islands, I forget the names of them are, that separate Russia and the United States by about 3.2 miles. And he asked people, which U.S. state was it? And he was pointing at Alaska. And some kid in the back of the class said, Africa, because that makes sense. And then he showed a photo of he showed the entire world map, pointed at the Middle East, and asked what area of the world that was. And the same kid said United States. So, I don't know what we're doing there. I don't know who failed that kid, but, yeah. Not being disrespectful, I kind of am, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I like walking between the buildings. It's about an 8-minute walk to walk from one class. You have 8 minutes to walk from one class to the other. I have had myself come into an encounter once now where I have walked from the start of the building to the other side of the building because I drop off at one side of the building, and my German class is on the other side of the building. And you have 8 minutes between classes, and I entered the building at 7:35 a.m. I entered the building at 7:37 a.m. Class started at 7:45. I was late to class because there was just so much traffic in the building, and that was annoying. But yeah, it takes a really long time to get from class to class. You have to hop floors constantly and everything like that. Yeah, one of the buildings, the main building I'm in, the floors are just so confusing because it lays on a hill, and where the pirate drop-off is, you enter, you think you're on the first floor because you don't go up any stairs or anything. You're actually on the 2nd floor technically because you walk further down to the other end of the building, and there's a hill, and there's a class ramp below you, and there's also a class ramp above you. I thought there was only 2 stories, but apparently there's like 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure the other building has 4 floors to it because there's one on the lower floor, a hill puts the main lobby floor, and then 2 above that. So that is very confusing. But yeah, let's get kind of doing what I wanted to do today. I just kind of want to move the tree out of the way over there. Yeah, one more thing. In this area, I kind of make the seasons of when they start. I'd call myself the president of Z, and I have decided this year that I wanted to make fall begin on the 7th of September. So I want to let you guys know that it's Labor Day, September 7th, and I think that it'll be kind of fun. I've started mooning the seasons earlier because I mentioned before, I don't fully agree with the, I understand summer solstice, winter solstice, fall and spring equinox. That's where the sun's position is. What I see perspective-wise of seasons is temperature. I see seasons as what the temperature is outside. And I'll start spring when it gets warm, like late May or mid-May. And I'll start fall when it starts to get slightly cooler into the 50s and 60s, 60s and 70s and a little bit 50s. And that's when fall begins. So yeah, kind of go off of that. I don't want to ramble on much more, but yeah, fall begins this year on September 7th. Summer began on the 30th of May of this year, and spring began in like March 2nd, I think it was. So let's get started. I'm gonna have to clear out that tree back there. You can't see it because the cinematic mode, but yeah, we're gonna get working on that. I also lost the bottom of the tripod. I lost the bottom stick on the side of the tripod. If you can see comparison, this side has this stick on the bottom and the side doesn't, so I need to figure out where that is. But yeah, I'm gonna get working on the other thing first, and then I will look for that. But I should get the tree out of the way over there. This tree right here is a tree we're going to be moving out of the way. I cut this down a couple days ago now, and we need to kind of just move it out of the way, show it somewhere where I can see it better. But yeah, I didn't mention, but I can, with the town nearby, a couple days ago I mentioned it was, the leaves are starting to change slightly color over there, and now they're very much changing color. They're not like peaked yet. They're not like not every tree has the same color, but I can notice it. So we're gonna get working on here, time lapse, and we'll start recording right here. My favorite thing to do with a couple of these leaf things is just do this. Gone. It's so fun to do. Then you have a whole pile of leaves here. Gone. Leaves. You can go slowly too. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of prefer having it blocked off a little. I feel like I cleared a little too much out because that goes back really far. That goes back to the neighbor's yard. Yeah, that goes back a little too far because now what I used to have was if there's an animal coming at me or an animal in that direction or vicinity, I would have a little natural barricade to protect me from it. But now, since I've cleared it all out, the animal can very easily get into here. Which means if I do want to put my tent in here, which I will at some point, I will need to have it in a safe area. Like I might actually put one of those mesh fences around it just so that it can stay safe in that area, anything like that. I'm not gonna lie, I cleared out a little too much. Like, yeah, I obviously still have things to do. I kind of just, probably after this episode just finished up, I'm probably just these next couple episodes just going to be helping fix things that are in the forest. You know, moving things around that need to be moved around, and things like that. My garden needs work done. which I know it's the end of the year almost, but it still needs worked on. A couple other places need worked on, stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it's a little too cleared out. There are a bunch of things I can work on that will make the area, in this area specifically, feel more compact, because I like that vibe when I'm in a forest. I don't want to be in a forest and it's just too empty. I don't feel safe in this area. And I need an area where it's comfortable, safe, and things like that. So I will put a couple things over here. I don't like the idea of fences because they disrupt the wildlife that is walking through. And when I'm not here, I do not need a fence up. Animals can walk through here. I want them to. But just like now, it's just terrifying that way. But I probably can fix it. With a couple things in that area, I probably can make it feel a little more safe, because I don't have any fear of, I don't have a fear of animals attacking me from there, behind my tent, which could happen because it's probably one of the lower spots in that area. But I don't expect them to come from behind my tent. Obviously not through here, because this is almost up to my neck now, height-wise. This is almost up to my neck. I don't expect that. They could come from down here, but realistically, no. Because why would a wild animal come from my home? I guess they can come from over there. In that, I guess that eventually leads to the other forest area. But they gotta come through there, go up here, and then they gotta walk back there. But you can really see just how long this is now. I used to mention on our like third episode, right here to right there was incredibly long distance, but now right here to right there is only about half of it, and you gotta go all the way back there now. So yeah, cleared out a little too much, and I'm never ever worried about this side right here. Yes, an animal could potentially come through over in this area, but if I'm sitting in my chair, I can see it happening, and things like that. But yeah, the only thing I'm really worried about is this. An animal could easily come from over here. There's an animal right there, bird. That's terrified me. Whew. Mentioning animals and then a simple bird comes by. But yeah, right here, an animal could realistically come through here. If I were an animal, I could hypothetically come from down there in the neighbor's yard in the cleared out area, run very quickly if I was an animal through here, and run very quickly down there. Clear passageway, here's it in one zoom, but realistically it's more like that in real life. So yeah, it's like a 0.6 zoom. That's the zoom in real life I got, basically. I mean, I wouldn't consider it a 1. Wait a minute. I don't know, maybe it is 1, but yeah. An animal could come from over here, run down there, and they might come over to this area. But yeah, other than that, let's do a walk across from the start over here to the end over there. Last time we did this, it was 11 seconds, sorry. 11 seconds to get from here to the other spot. What I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my phone dying was take a look at that. Wow. I was outside today, but wow. It was so pretty, Mako. This doesn't even feel real. It's so bright outside, but it's not at the same time. My solar lights are tricked into thinking it's fully nighttime. It is nighttime. It's literally like 10 minutes past sunset. And on a normal day, 10 minutes past sunset would be almost mostly dark. But today it's just so gorgeous. And the reflection from the clouds makes it much brighter. Okay, so what I was saying was walking from here to down there where the tripod is, down there where the tripod is, behind the tripod where that log is, took 11 seconds, so we're going to see how long it takes to get down to the other one. 20 seconds to walk from right here where this pine tree is, right where about that is, all the way to down there. 20 seconds. Yeah, this sunset is actually gorgeous. I hope I recorded enough today. Because I was only out here for an hour. But I hope just me being out here for an hour At least got a good amount of footage. Look at that. One of these days I'm gonna fall. Yeah, the tarpaulin needs like lights around it. I need to get those lights that dangle. Those solar lights, they dangle along the entire thing. I think I actually have some on the way. Yeah, I ordered some off of AliExpress. They'll get here soon. I probably can put them on here. Maybe put the solar light to a rod or a tree or something like that. But yeah. I like it a lot. It's very pretty out here right now. I'm always so scared with this because every now and then it gets rusty. And then it somehow like gets not rusty again after a couple uses. But when it gets rusty, I always get so scared that it's going to slice me. Because it happens pretty often. But I do have my tetanus shot, so I should be fine. But other than that, very scary to even come near this thing. When you push the blade in and out. Because it makes it... It's difficult to push it in when it's all wet. Not wet. Oh my god. It's difficult to push the blade in with one hand. There's like a cricket right here in this area. I think it's the one I might have pushed off of here earlier. I gently touched him and he flew. But yeah. There's a guy that paraglides around my area every now and then. Every like evening time. Not every single day, but often in the evenings. And he comes by here and it's so frequently. I wish I could do that, but yeah. He kind of flies above my area sometimes. I always wonder how pretty it is up there. That scared me. That you can see the reflection of the thing back there. The solar light just turned on. That terrified me. Yeah, he paraglides here every evening, and I was wondering. We just saw how pretty that was. I mean, it's faded already. It's almost completely gone. Actually, it is completely gone now. It's just normal cloud color. But yeah, I wonder how pretty it is up there. Maybe he can still see the sun when we can't down here. He probably can. That'd be so pretty to see the sunset from in a paraglider. Just the only thing would be failing, obviously. I'd probably have like a parachute on me or something other than that. But the max weightage you can have, including yourself on a paraglider, is like 249 pounds. So you need to have very light. Like an average American adult is like 170, 160 for like a adult man. And for him, I actually kind of wonder how he does it, because he's got the paraglider itself, he's got himself, and then he has like whatever else he needs. So I don't understand how people would do that. Yeah, I think we did, like, I understand we only did like a little bit of thing today by just chopping the log and slightly moving it, but it does look a little bit better. I had no plan for what I'm going to do on day 7. It is our 1-week anniversary by doing this. So I didn't know fully what I will be doing. I'm actually pretty sure tomorrow is the 1-week anniversary. I don't even know if it's episode 6 right now. I kind of lost it. I'm pretty sure it is episode 6 though. Yeah, I need to look into the what I'm going to be doing for episode 7 tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to have much of an anniversary for 1 week. It's not that important. A month and a year are much more important, but a week is like nothing. Yeah, I think just like off of this is a great amount of work for a week. But yeah, it came out of a bunch of working hours before school started. I probably worked about 8 hours a day just in those each. The first, 6 episodes, first 5 episodes probably worked like 8 hours each day. So what is that? Almost 50 something hours. And that's a lot of work to do just working in the forest. But yeah, thing that's sad to say is the the lightning bugs are coming to an end. There are only a couple more. I mean, I wouldn't be out right now either if I was a bug, because bugs are like the worm, especially lightning bugs. There's only a couple left, so there's one flying over there, but there's only a few left, so they've not got long left. They got to start burrowing into the thing. Tomorrow it will be raining. I looked that up, but I got a huge umbrella. It's like really big. It's not like a umbrella that you have sitting outside. It's just like a normal umbrella, but it's just a big umbrella. It's like, I think it's like, I don't even know. Yeah, you'll see tomorrow if it does actually rain a lot tomorrow. It might. I'll give you temperature and then we'll head out. So yeah. Oof. I love boba balls and drinks. They're so fun. I love them. Ooh, no. I got bug spray on it. Wait. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I don't understand why they don't make pills in that form. Or it's like a soft coating. Because I swallow boba balls on accident constantly. But like, yeah, they should do that. It'd be fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, cool. There's a bunch of coyotes. Whew. Thank you for watching episode 6 of Clearing Out Backyard Forest for the Greater Good. Today was a pretty good day. We worked on getting rid of the tree and other things like that. Today's sunset was very pretty. I've not known if I'm going to be able to see the moon today or not. Tomorrow will be a rain day, so I'll see you tomorrow in episode 7. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.